this is one of the questions that I've been getting from Arsenal fans all over yesterday. That Rokani, what's up with the Declan Rice deal? And obviously, I had to really make a lot of research. And guess what? At around 10 p.m. in the night, stories broke that the deal is nearing completion from Jacob Steinberg, Fabrizio Romano, and very many others, credible sources as far as it's concerned. There's another story coming in from the Ghana blog, very close source to Arsenal, revealing to us how Edu and Clarion are out of this deal because it's beyond their understanding, and they've left it to the accountants of Arsenal to get it over the line in the next 2-3 days. So welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where you are watching us from? I go by the names of Rokan David, and this is the channel that keeps you informed about your latest news and information about all the teams apart from Man United. If at all you want to really see us do things concerning United, follow or subscribe to the channel known as United Matters channel. That's where you are going to get me at. But I'm really so much impressed with how you guys are really subscribing on this channel, and I think we are going to hit another huge mark very soon, because after hitting 15,000 subscribers, we want to hit 20,000 subscribers before the end of this month. It's the 1st of July, you all know it, and I really understand that you are going to give it the best of support that we really have, as we're going to have to support us from the first subscriber to the 15k subscription mark, and I think we can hit this mark. So let's continue subscribing to this channel so that we don't miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. So we are talking Granit Xhaka, Arsenal calling for more money from Bayern Leverkusen. They're telling them the money you're offering to us aren't enough. Get us more to it that we really sell you Granit Xhaka. And we knew that the moment Arsenal reaches a deal with, or agrees a deal with West Ham, then Granit Xhaka will be the first player to exit Arsenal on a fee. Leave alone these ones living out on a free, like whose contracts are going to expire, likes of Ainsley Maitland-Niles. I'm talking about players who are really at the club of Arsenal that have been really having running contracts, and Xhaka is one of them. And the other one, the second person to depart, is obviously Pablo Mari. Yesterday, Arsenal put out a very long statement when they're describing when he joined Arsenal, when he made it permanently at Arsenal, and his job at Arsenal, and how he's going to head to really go ahead and obviously get out of Arsenal. Then Fabrizio Romano came in through and obviously told us the realistic evaluation of the deal of Pablo Mari. So let's continue doing this. It's a Saturday, and I think the Lord God is really doing great things for you. We are up because of Him. Muslims, you are up because of Allah, not so, because He's the one who really defends us. You know, we are always moving in the shadows of His wings, not so. So let's start it off with a story coming in from Jacob Steinberg. I'm a very respectful person. He was the first journalist to put out this story, and he's Jacob Steinberg, football reporter for The Guardian, and he said talks over the payment structure for Declan Rice's £105 million move to Arsenal are almost finalized. West Ham have been looking for the guaranteed part of the fee to be paid by the end of next year. So end of next year, those are the 18 months we've always gone ahead to talk about. That is the 1.5 years we've always been talking about, because you know that we have finished the first part of the year, not so, because today is 1st of July, meaning that we've gone ahead to really get done with the first half of the year, and we are left with 6 months, meaning that end of next year, that will be 1.5 years, a period that West Ham sees as valuable for Arsenal to get the £100 million paid. For the add-ons, they're okay with it, and they want the guaranteed fees to be paid at the end of next year. And Arsenal were so much skeptical about this because they all know that it might affect their transfer season of next year, and not only next year but also the other year, because dishing out £100 million like that, it's really something hard. So we wait and see how that is going to pan out. But the positive and good news coming in from West Ham, Jacob Steinberg reporting the story first, is that Arsenal have gone ahead to really close in the gap, and very soon the deal is going to be finalized. Now Fabrizio Romano has gone ahead and really offered to us the following about this deal. of Declan Rice. After Jacob Steinbach broke that story, then it was followed up with Fabrizio Romano's tweet, and he said, Declan Rice deal almost there. Arsenal and West Ham are progressing in talks to agree on payment terms, structure of the deal. It's really finally close. Talks will continue to get it done, and then here we go. £105 million package, fee agreed 2 days ago. Now, Arsenal is almost there, and the talks are really progressing in the right direction. And there is no way this deal is going to collapse, because signals are indicating that it's going the right way, and Arsenal are really trying to agree a deal with West Ham, because the player wants to go there. And Declan Rice told his entourage that, tell West Ham, sorry about that, he told his entourage that, tell West Ham, I want to go to Arsenal, and let them agree the £105 million valuation that they've gone ahead to get, because David Moyes in 2022 around August, when asked about the future of Declan Rice, he said, next summer, meaning this summer, we are going to sell Declan Rice for a record British fee. And obviously for the players playing in the Premier League, British players, he holds the record. For the English players playing in the top 5 leagues of the world, it's obviously Jude Bellingham holding the record, because he crossed from Borussia Dortmund to Real Madrid at £115 million, £10 million more than what Arsenal paid for Declan Rice. So that is something that is so much imminent, and I think that's happiness that is supposed to go all over Arsenal. Then Sammy McBo, one of the first-year journalists coming in from the Daily Mail, also confirmed us that Arsenal and West Ham closing final details on Declan Rice's £105 million move to Emirates, since fee was agreed in principle on Wednesday afternoon. The deal was done. So they are closing in on final details. That is it. So closing in on final details of Declan Rice is really so much great, and Arsenal are almost there with the Declan Rice deal. I think that's the best way you would like to start your Saturday, and the best way you'd like to start the month of July, because it comes in with a lot of enthusiasm with you, because you just can't really keep in doubts all of the time that what's happening. Because yesterday in the morning, I started up with a story informing you that the deal of Declan Rice to Arsenal looks like it's stalling, but later in the night we got a positive story that this deal has taken another shift, and the shift was really indicated to be positive, and the two teams are really feeling that it's really going to go ahead and really happen. Now, one thing that you guys need to know about this deal is all about Edu and Kieran Brady out of the deal, because it's beyond their reach. And why are they out of it? I'm going to bring you the story brought to you by the Ghana blog. And Kieran Brady is really one of those people that is so close to Arsenal and does lots of things for Arsenal, and they've gone ahead to let us know that this deal is beyond the knowledge of the two, and it's Ghana blog on Rice. It's no longer between Edu and Kieran Brady. It's now a conversation between accountants, effectively people who are trying to make the numbers stack up for both sides, so this enormous transaction can take place. It is complex, but there is no reason to panic. So Arsenal fans, you have no reason to panic. All you have to do is simple: relax and float and wait to see what these accountants of Arsenal are going to bring on your table. Then he concluded and said, if anything, the people involved in making this deal are a little bit more relaxed now, because everyone is on the same page. So Arsenal accountants are on the same page with the West Ham accountants. So we anticipate that maybe here we go today, Sunday, Monday. Let's wait and see what happens in those 3 days, because that's going to be the ultimatum's hate for the deal of West Ham to get over the line. Now, there is a player of Arsenal who really played very well, scored 7 goals, put in 7 assists. That is Granit Xhaka. What is delaying his move to Borussia Borussia. Is it Bayern Leverkusen, right? It's simple. It's all about Arsenal signing Declan Rice. That's what we knew at first. But there is another hinge in the transfer of him to Bayern Leverkusen. And this has been revealed to us by John Cross, who works for the Mirror as a chief football writer in there. He has confirmed to us that Bayern Leverkusen might have to improve their offer to land Granit Xhaka. He's being offered at least a 4-year contract in Germany, and there is a feeling that if they view him as a long-term signing, then they should also have to pay around £20 million. Remember, Bayern Leverkusen thought that they could get Granit Xhaka at only £15 million. Arsenal is clinging on £20 million, and I think they're trying to start their offload that is going to take them to the levels where they are. And I really side with Arsenal, because a player who had a very emphatic season like that is Granit Xhaka, revolved himself. Why not get £20 million out of him? I understand he's left with just 1 year on his contract, but I'll reflect you back to the transfer of Jorginho to Arsenal. Arsenal paid £12.5 million, right? But Jorginho had not been playing ball for Chelsea. He was not one of the important players. But Bayern Leverkusen want to sign one of the most important players of Arsenal, who is a leader, Granit Xhaka, and Arsenal want them to pay the required amount of money they believe is really realistic for this deal to go on and really go eyes. That is it. Coming in from Bayern Leverkusen. Now we wait and see whether Xabi Alonso will sanction this deal, because it's all about the manager telling them that I want that player. And if at all they sanction the deal, then we'll see, here we go, Xhaka leaving Arsenal finally, and Arsenal are demanding in for more. And Arsenal looks like they have a budget on sales, because they need to make good sales to see that they really get in a lot of money, as they've gone ahead to do on other players like Pablo Mari, as reported yesterday that he was on the brink of really signing for Monza. And obviously Arsenal put up an article yesterday as far as it's concerned. And before I read to you that article, allow me to bring you Fabrizio Romano and what he said about Monza and Pablo Mari. Fabrizio said, official confirmed Pablo Mari leaves Arsenal to join Monza on a permanent deal. Understand fee for Arsenal is going to be around £6 million. So this is what Arsenal is planning for. Monza is going to pay Arsenal £6 million, right? Then if they get 20 for Xhaka, that is £26 million. They get 50 for Balogun, that is £76 million. They get 30 for Kylian Tierney, that is £110 million. They get like 5 for Cedric Soares, that is £105 million. 5 for Rob Holding, that is £120 million. There is even Thomas Partey, they get like 30. So it shows you that Arsenal can make sales that can really hiking up to, or can tally up to £150 million. Now, this is where the big question comes in through, that how are they going to spend this money? God knows. But they've shown us that in a spell of just 14 days ever since the transfer window opened up, Arsenal have gone ahead to really spend £210 million. Right? Declan Rice 105, Kai Havertz 67, and Julian Timber 41, adding up to 210, and they are willing to extend that to the next level. What a spending spree for Arsenal. Now, let me read to you what Arsenal put up when they're really saying bye-bye to Pablo Mari. The title was, Pablo Mari has joined AS Monza in a permanent transfer. They told us that the 29-year-old defender initially signed for us on loan in January 2022, joining permanently 6 months later. During his time with us, Pablo Mari made 22 appearances in all competitions, including a goal in our 4-1 UEFA Europa League win at home to Rapid Vienna in 2020. Pablo Mari joined us from Flamengo, where he played an integral role in his team winning both Brazilian League title and South American Copa Libertadores. Following a short-term spell with Udinese to see out the 2021-2022 campaign, the Spanish defender spent the whole of last season on loan with the team he now joins, AS Monza. During last season, Pablo Mari made 31 appearances in all competitions, helping his newly promoted side to an 11th place finish in Serie A. Pablo showed tremendous strength and courage last year to recover from an attack which injured him in Milan, October 2022. We are all happy that Pablo is now back to full fitness. We thank Pablo Mari for his contribution to the club and wish him and his family the best of health and happiness in their new chapter. The deal is subject to completion of regulatory process. Now, Pablo Mari has left Arsenal, and that's another huge statement put out by the website of Arsenal. He has gone ahead to leave Arsenal for good, permanently, and Arsenal have gone ahead to bag in £6 million. A player they bought in for less than £1 million, that was £800,000 from Flamengo, has made them a profit of 5.2 of 5.2 million pounds. That is something great for the club of Arsenal. So guys, your thoughts on to Declan Rice deal nearing completion. Arsenal and West Ham almost there on Declan Rice deal are welcome in the comment section below. Right? What do you make about Arsenal calling in for £20 million for Granit Xhaka? And finally, Pablo Mari joining Monza. Good morning. I sign out for now. See you later. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ, and my Muslim friends, may Allah see you through your day. Ciao, ciao.